an honor to be here, Mr. Wolf
Good to have
Blitzer.
you. So let's just get right into it. I mean, right now, what Americans want to know about, they're not working. There's an 8% unemployment rate right now. What are you doing about this at the moment?
I do understand this, and what we're working on right now is a multifaceted approach to helping the economy continue to grow. What needs to be understood is that we've taken a lot of action in the past couple months in the last year since the economy took a downturn to really boost it and improve it, and it's growing. It's growing steadily, it's growing slowly, but it is growing. And we're working right now to further reduce government deficit. We just actually passed a resolution amongst my White House senior staff to advocate to Congress for new budget cuts so that Americans don't have to feel an increased tax burden to offset our deficit. We're working on a potential stimulus package to boost jobs, get things going. We're working on expanding our influence with foreign economies. NAFTA is the North American Free Trade Agreement. It's a great priority of this administration. We just actually sent a communique to Congress asking them to make this their #1 priority. So they will work on getting America involved in the international economy, free trade, expanding our production, and we did include those all-important provisions for labor guarantees at home, and we're working to get jobs, production, goods, and everything going to boost our economy here.
Right. Okay, so earlier you brought up taxation, which also is a big thing that Americans are wondering about right now. You know, we have to acknowledge in 1988 you said you weren't going to increase taxes. We have to talk about it. You did. So what do you have to say about that?
Well, Mr. Blitzer, I have learned that perhaps campaign expressions such as read my lips are not the best thing to use because they can lead to misinterpretations. What needs to be understood is that taxes, there were I said read my lips, no new taxes. There were no new taxes implemented. There were certain levies that already existed, had rates increased as a part of a compromise that I only agreed to as an effort to work with the compromise with the Democrats in Congress who would have shut down the government and implemented automatic spending cuts in a measure that in future days might be called a sequester if this deal had not been made. I made the decision to compromise and increase rates on pre-existing taxes so that the American government as a whole could move forward to bettering the economy. No new taxes were ever made. That fact is true.
So what results do you think that there have been positive results of the increase on taxes?
I believe, like I said, the economy is growing steadily and slowly, and that is partially the result of this deal that was made in a comprehensive fashion between the White House and Congress. It's going to continue growing, and if you allow my administration to continue its stewardship, I can promise that that rate will only continue to expand as we can focus our efforts more on boosting the economy, and we're not competing with the likes of Bill Clinton and Ross Perot who just seek to undermine the efforts of this administration by making us respond to them rather than responding to the American people. It's about the American people. It's not about me. It's not about Ross Perot. It's not about Bill Clinton. It is about the American people. That's what we're working towards. If you give us 4 more years, we can promise that will happen.
Okay. So do you think that this move was your best legislative move so far in your past 4 years?
You're referring to the decision to engage in this compromise on the economy?
Yes.
Well, naturally, a compromise is not. It's not everything I wanted. It's not everything the Democrats wanted. I believe that this is how the American government works, however, through compromise, and it was a success on the part of the American government to do what needs to be done for the American people. And I would just say that it's doing its job, and that is what we're working to do, and we're going to keep working to do that in the future.
Okay. Just one last question. If you have one thing to tell the American people right now about if you get reelected for the next 4 years, what would that be?
If I get reelected, I can promise that not only will the economy continue to grow, but the United States will use the opportunity we currently have in international relations in the wake of the Cold War being over to really advance our interests, advance our security, advance the causes of humankind, the universal aspiration of mankind, which is freedom, peace, security, and everything that we represent here will be brought to the world through American leadership, the American example of success, and a proactive effort to be involved in the world and at home. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Good talking to you.